welcome to FPL Focus. We're back for another game week team selection video, and this game week it is a blank game week 32. If you do enjoy the content, we are on the road to 700 subscribers, so please do smash that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get 10 likes on the video. That'll be brilliant. Right, let's get into it. So we are in that final run-in of Premier League games, and fantasy Premier League games and points up for grabs are vital now at this stage. Going into this game week 32, I will be activating that free hit chip. Very important. So going to have to pick some right differentials, and obviously it's important to keep that effective ownership as well. So a balance between two, but free hit chip, it's for basically gung-ho, pick the players who you think are in form, and it really does freshen up your team from where it was and allows you to select whoever. So yeah, this is the team so far that I do have in mind. Going to go through the players one by one and just give you my thoughts on them. Last game week had a small red arrow thanks to Mo Salah, otherwise it would have been a big red arrow. So relieved about that. Still in the 400k region, so we move from here, and this is the team. So I've gone with Crystal Palace's goalkeeper, Johnson in goal. He faces Everton at home. Crystal Palace, since Roy Hodgson's come in, has been doing all right. Johnson's been clocking up the points, doing all right in his last 3 games, and I think it'll be a good goalkeeper to have. Obviously you can see I got Raya on the bench there playing against Ollie Watkins, so Watkins been in form, which is exactly why he's in my team here, because he keeps hurting me week after week. I did think the initial thing with Watkins was he'll get a few points, get a few goals, but it'll fade out off. He seems to have found his flow and seems to have found his rhythm. His game is top-notch under Unai Emery. He's got him playing, fair play, so I've had to cover. He'll be coming in on my free hit. I can't keep allowing him to hurt me each game week. He'll be facing his former club in Brentford, so probably got a point to prove there, so definitely. But yeah, Johnson in goal. I do fancy Crystal Palace against Everton. You know, Dyche plays the counter-attack. Everton not really that much of an attacking threat. They'll sit back, invite Palace on, and go and try and counter. But I think Palace, if anyone's going to get a clean sheet, surely it could be that fixture. Clean sheets do look rather hard to come by this game week. As you can see from my defence, Ben White against Southampton on Friday. He's been doing really well. I've noticed in Arsenal's play that he does overlap with Saka a lot. That's been a theme throughout this season. So I expect Ben White to carry on getting forward. Last game he got that assist. It was on the overlap with Saka again. I think he's a spot-on pick. Compared to Zinchenko, a lot of people like Zinchenko because he obviously plays advanced in that midfield. He links up the play, but normally I've said it throughout the whole season. If you go back on my videos, Zinchenko normally will turn up being the assist to the assister, whereas Ben White, once he's forward, he's involved, he's ready to cross, he's ready to put that ball across the face of goal. We saw it last time, Jesus there for a tap-in. And then Trent is the interesting one. Quite excited about him. I mean, his high price for ages, we didn't want to pay that because the form had gone from Liverpool. They were a shadow of their former selves. Everything had dropped off. But now finally it looks like Liverpool might have found their mojo again. And Trent playing in this midfield sort of role, getting forward. I think that really is the way forward for Trent now. I think Klopp should play him like that. And it's been talked about a lot already how it's going to affect Robertson getting forward as much over on his left-hand side. But yeah, Trent, exciting, pretty much a midfielder. He's on free kicks. He's always got the deadly crosses. He's been getting the points. Certainly got to have him on this free hit. Another one that is differential, though, is Moreno of Aston Villa. Unai Emery had brought him in to do a job, and he's certainly been doing a job. An exciting attacking fullback, and Moreno gets forward very well. I expect Aston Villa to be able to carry on their attacking displays, even against Brentford, who are not easy at home, but I still think Villa will have a say on the ball. And with the build-up in the midfield through the attack, Brentford might hold them off, and it might take the likes of Moreno to get forward and be involved in that attack. So I quite like him as a differential pick, low ownership. So Moreno's there for that. And that's where I'm going, 3 in defence there. And then we move into the midfield. Mo Salah, I got on him early. He's been doing wonders for me, so he just remains there. He will be captaincy. He's on penalties. We know he missed that one, but I don't expect anyone to take the crown from the Egyptian king on those penalties. And he scored that beautiful left-footed shot into the top corner last game against Leeds. So yeah, Salah captaincy against a weak Forest. Forest have been poor. I expect him to do well. And then Martinelli, vice-captaincy, is another one. It's like Watkins. I had Saka, not Martinelli. Martinelli keeps killing my rank. So I've covered base there with Martinelli. That's a simple explanation there. You could see him rotate with Trossard. Obviously, Jesus up front there as well. He could rotate with Trossard. But I do prefer Jesus to probably get some success against Southampton. They've been weak defensively. And then Eberechi Eze, since Hodson's coming, he's got them attacking. Palace's numbers and attacker returns are flying up. Eze's been in inspired form. He's been playing very, very well. Against Everton, you should see plenty of the ball. I expect him to get some attacker returns. You could go for the likes of Elise as well, who is on free kicks. And then I did really want Diogo Jota up front, but I've had to go for Gakpo. I just feel Gakpo is more assured on minutes, more like to start. Darwin Núñez, and the fact that Liverpool playing Forest, it's a different type of game for Liverpool compared to the Leeds game, where Jota goes more direct on the counter-attack. He presses quick, whereas I expect Darwin Núñez to be more sailed. Liverpool have more possession on the ball, and I'd expect Gakpo to be a part of that more than I would with Jota. Núñez probably could well come in. I don't want to chance it, and I fancy that with Diaz coming back in the frame, he could rotate with Jota as well as Núñez. So I've gone with Gakpo just for the reassurance. It's more comforting to know that I get the minutes out of him. And then Solanke, wow. He's definitely Bournemouth's talisman for sure. Playing against West Ham, Arsenal played them. I think Arsenal should have put West Ham away. Slipped up a bit there. I fancy Bournemouth to give him a good old game. And Solanke playing really well up front. Why not go for him? He's a differential like Moreno in my team. So those are the two main differentials. Johnston would be one. But goalkeepers I don't really call out as differentials unless they really perform well. I'm just hoping with the goalkeeper really. Watkins I've talked about already. Jesus I've talked about. And that about sums up my free hit team so far. Obviously people, do remember, wait for those press conferences. You might get some inklings of some team news that might make you think, for instance, say like Klopp says about Jota, he might play more preferred than Darwin Núñez. Wait and see what news you get. It can affect. Things can change. This is not my final team. This is pretty much a solid team that I think and feel comfortable with at the moment. It could change. If it does change, it probably won't change a lot. Good luck to everybody this game week. And please do smash that subscribe button. It does help. Thanks for watching. Take care.